Release the right. Exhale. Inhale through the right. Pinch and retain the breath. Exhale out the left. Inhale through the left. Pinch and retain. Exhale out the right. Inhale through the right. Pinch and retain. Exhale through the left. Okay, good. Now we're going to inhale the arms up again. Retain the breath, bring the arms out to the side. Now exhaling the hands together like so, such that they meet in front of the sternum. Inhale. Retain the breath. Exhale. Hands are coming together towards each other at the sternum. Inhale deeply. Arms come up. Retain the breath. Bring the arms out to the side. Now exhale. The hands are coming towards each other. Okay, good. All right, now inhale the arms up again. Pivot over to your right. Bring your arms down. Look over your right shoulder. Exhale, coming back to center. Inhale the arms up again. Pivot over to your left. To your left, bring the arms down. Look over your left shoulder. And back to center. Okay, good. Now we're going to come into the proper Hatha Yoga. And again, someone please tell me if they can't hear me, okay? Just let me know. All right. So now we're going to come up into an inclined plane. It looks like this. So we bring the hands about 6 inches behind us and then bring up the hips like so. And then let the head drape back if the neck is healthy. Okay, good. Now lower the buttocks to the floor. Okay, and again, one more time. Bringing up the hips. And then we can rock side to side like so on the heels. And release. Okay, good. Now we're going to inhale up the arms like so. And forward fold towards the feet. The toes curl back towards the head, and the head dangles, giving maximal stretch to the posterior chain. And release. And then inhale the arms up one more time. Forward fold again. Letting the head dangle, the toes curl back towards the head. Okay, good. Now we're going to take the right leg and bring it out to your right, and then fold the left leg like so. And then we're just going to inhale the arms up again and then over to the right leg. And really staying aware the whole time. So this is movement meditation. And this is not inferior. This is not an inferior form of meditation. And release, and switching out the leg positions. So sticking out the left leg to your left, holding in the right, and inhale the arms up. Exhale, coming over the left leg, curling the left toes back, letting the head dangle. Okay, good. Now we'll spread the legs out as far as we can. And you want to be gentle about this. The groin can actually be somewhat fragile. So don't strain yourself. And now inhale the arms up like so, and then forward fold. And release. And now we're going to take the hands, stick them underneath the knees like so, pull up the knees and bring the feet together into butterfly. And now pull the ankles towards you like so. You can grab the toes. And now try to bring the chest up and out through the shoulders back, the chest up and out. And now take the crown of the head and push it up towards the ceiling. And now recognize how this is a meditation posture. And now on an exhale, fold forward. Let the whole upper body wilt. Take a few breaths here, resting. Total surrender. Oh, you want to make sure that I'm on speaker view, not gallery view, by the way. Okay, now inhale up again. And then we're going to bring the shoulders back. So we're engaging the upper back, the lats. The chest comes up and out, stretching up the crown of the head towards the ceiling. And exhale, fold forward again. Total surrender. Okay, good. Now grab the feet, kick them up, and bring them 5 inches, 5 to 8 inches in front of you. So just bring them forward 5 to 8 inches. And now grab your lower legs, stretch up, and then wilt again, folding forward. And now take your elbows and depress your lower legs to get a deep hip stretch. Okay, good. Now we're going to come onto our knees into a kneeling posture like so. And this is actually a good meditation posture, by the way. Okay, cool. Now we're going to let the chest fall forward like so and catch ourselves and come into tabletop. And now we're going to do cats and cows, the breathing exercise. So when you have a arch like so in the back, you breathe in. And then when you come up into the cat position like so, you breathe out. So go ahead and do this, breathing in and out in the cat and cow position for about 2 minutes at your own rate. So arching the spine and then letting the spine kind of relax and let the belly hang. Okay, good. Now curl the toes under and then push up the hips, coming into downward facing dog, like so. So push back such that you're trying to bring the stomach towards the thighs. Also extend the shoulders out so you're pushing the hands into the ground and kind of bringing your shoulders up towards your ears. And now you can go ahead and start pedaling out the feet. Okay, good. Now take the right leg, swing it back like so, and then swing it forward such that the right knee comes to the right wrist. And then the back leg is outstretched. And you can lean into the right hip a bit to really get a deep hip stretch. And also over here on the left leg, rather on the left side of the body, you're getting a stretch of the psoas muscle that connects the thigh with the abdomen. So deep stretch in the right hip and also a stretch in the left psoas. This is pigeon. Now what we can also do is come down. So this is option one, it's perfectly fine. And really inhabit this, feel this. And now if you like, we can also come down to our elbows like so. And then there's another option of bringing the arms all the way out like so and bringing the head down. I'm going to do option number 2. And really come into the posture. Have the same quality of curiosity and friendliness towards the asanas. Okay, good. Now we're going to push back into downward facing dog. Again, pedaling out the legs. And now swing the left leg back and then swing it forward like so, such that the left wrist and the left knee are near one another. For pigeon, with the right leg extended. And then we have the same options with the upper body. This is option number 1, option number 2, option number 3. Really feel the stretch in the left hip and the right psoas. The right psoas is in this area here. And roll over onto the left buttock, like so. We'll swing the legs around like this. And now we're gonna come onto the back, like so. And just rest for one moment. And now we're gonna bend the right knee and hug it into the chest. And now see if you can kiss the right knee. And then release it. And now with the left knee, hug it into the chest. See if you can come up and kiss the knee. Stretching out the hip. Okay, good. Now bring up the right knee as well. And we can rock side to side, giving ourselves a back massage. Okay, good. Now bring the feet down with the knees still bent. Now take the arms away from the body like so. Like in a T shape. And now we're going to take the left thigh and cross it over the right thigh. And now the thighs fall to the right, like this. And now you'll look to your left. Good. Now uncross the legs and then cross them the other way. So the right thigh over the left thigh. And now the legs fall over to your left. And you take the head and look to your right for a spinal twist. Now uncross the legs. And now we're going to take the right lower leg, left lower leg and cross it over the right thigh. And now grab the right hamstring or the right shin and hug the leg towards yourself for a deep stretch on the left, in the left hip. Okay, good. Uncross and do the opposite. So right lower leg over the left thigh. Okay, and uncross the legs and come up into a seated position. And now we're almost done with the part of the class where we're doing the how to grow a lotus sequence. So now we're going to take, let me just say this. What we're about to do hinges on hip flexibility. Hip flexibility is overwhelmingly genetic, so just do your best. I'm like very stiff overall, but I have flexible hips. But so just do your best, and whatever you can do is whatever you can do. So now we're going to take the right thigh, the right lower leg, and cross it and place it over the left lower leg, like so. And now we're going to inhale the arms up and fold forward. Deep stretch in the right hip. And release. Now we're going to do the opposite. So left lower leg placed on top of the right lower leg. This is, I think, fire log pose or log pose. Okay, and then now inhale the arms up again. And then forward fold. And release. Okay, now we're briefly going to go through what are appropriate meditation postures for seated meditation. So firstly, sitting in a chair is perfectly fine. It's just fine. If you can manage to sit cross-legged on the floor, there's a minor differential benefit. It's slightly better, but it's no big deal. Okay. Sitting Seiza style is always a possibility. Let me demonstrate that for you all. If you have a Seiza bench, this is a great option. Like so. This works really well. And this is a posture. Very good. So then in terms of cross-legged positions, firstly, it's helpful to be seated on a pillow. This is Taylor's posture, where your kind of knees are almost on top of your feet. This works, but it's not ideal because it makes the back tend to cave. So you want to sit like this. This is not ideal, but it'll work. This is ideal where you can kind of keep the upper body really erect. Taylor's posture will work. Okay, good. The next option is Burmese. Burmese looks approximately like this. So both lower legs are kind of flat on the floor, best that you can. This works for some people. If you can manage this, it's excellent. It's also called Siddhasana, sage's pose in Sanskrit. And obviously you can kind of move one leg in front of the other, whatever. Okay, good. Now the next posture is, let's say, quarter lotus. So you can just have your one foot resting on the calf of the other leg, right? Okay, good. The next option is half lotus. So like this. This is a really fantastic posture. Again, we can do it on the other side. And then I've got a bit of a knee injury, but I think I can do full lotus. So then this is full lotus, where both feet are resting on the opposite thigh. This is actually the single best posture for meditation, but again, it's not that big a deal. But what's cool about it is it's very easy to sit upright in a very comfortable way, and there is something about the energetics that's very helpful. Okay, great. That's that. Now we're going to move on to the Tibetan Mahamudra Sun Moon Yoga. And I think that you'll notice after doing this sequence, your meditation is going to be deeper. So, okay. So let me first say that this is a kind of weird meditation, and it's not ideal for Instagram, right? Not your Instagram yoga, but man, it really works. And so just follow along here. Anyways, okay, so firstly, there are 12 asanas, and 10 of them we only do for one breath. So what we'll do is we'll take in what's called a kumbhaka breath. So you inhale deeply, you hold the breath, and then you hold the posture for as long as you're holding the breath, and then you exhale, and then you get out of the posture. The first and the penultimate, the second to last, are the only postures that we take multiple breaths in. Okay, this is also a Kundalini or Chandalini yoga practice. So there's a little bit of kind of, I don't know how to put it, not theology, but a little bit of ideology here. The first thing we're going to do is come up into a standing position like this. Now inhale the arms up. Now hold the breath and then fold forward. You're holding the breath and now come up on your toes. And then this is going to create like a muscle spasm type bounce, which is supposed to loosen up Kundalini. And now exhale and then come back into the same posture, inhaling the arms up. So you're holding the breath, fold forward, then you're up on the balls of your feet again. And there's a bounce, you're holding your breath. And then now exhale and inhale again. Forward fold onto the balls of the feet, retaining the breath. And exhale. One more time. Inhale the arms up. Forward fold, holding the breath. And exhale. Now, come down into a pronated position, like so. Now your hands are underneath your shoulders, and you're going to come up into Cobra, like so, just using your back muscles where you could lift up your hands like this. So you're coming up into Cobra, and then now inhale deeply and retain the breath. And now you're feeling the breath and you're in the body and you're visualizing the whole body as part of the meditation. And exhale, bring the forehead down to the mat and rest. Now bring the arms alongside the body like so. We're going to do Locust. So now you're going to bring up the legs like so. So you bring the thighs kind of out. The thigh bone out of the hips, extending away from the body, then bring them up like this. Now inhale deeply and retain the breath, visualizing the posture. Exhale and release. Okay, good. Now, bend the knees, grab the ankles, and we're going to come up into bow. Once you're in bow, inhale deeply, retain the breath, visualize the posture. Okay, go ahead and do it. So you kick back with the legs. Visualizing the posture and release. Okay, good. Now we're going to come into a kneeling posture, like so. This is camel posture. So we're going to inhale the arms up like this, grab the ankles like this, and then now lean back and the head drapes back if the neck is healthy. Once you're in this position, inhale deeply, hold the breath, and visualize the posture. And release. Okay, good. Now come down to your back and prepare for plow. So we're going to bring the legs up like so. Kind of grab yourself by the kidneys. Bring the legs over like so. Now inhale deeply and visualize the posture. Hold the breath. And exhale. Now come into shoulder stand or flame, like so. Now inhale deeply, hold the breath, visualize the posture. And release. Gently come down to the mat. Okay, good. Now the next posture is fish. So we take the arms, bring them alongside the body, grab a hold of the thighs. Now we're gonna bear down the elbows into the mat like so, bringing up the chest, and then the head drapes back if the neck is healthy. And again, inhale deeply, retain the breath, visualize the posture. Exhale, bring the head up, look at the feet, and then roll out the spine, coming down to a lying posture. Okay, good. Now come up into staff. So we're going to inhale the arms up like so, and forward fold. Retaining the breath, visualizing the posture. And exhale. Now we're going to pick up the right leg like so. Bring it down to the mat. Now pick up the left leg like so. Bring it over the right leg. Like so. Now take the right arm, hook the left leg, hug the left leg into the body. Look over your left shoulder. Exhale. Okay, good. Now come back into staff. Now pick up the left leg. Bring it down to the mat. Pick up the right leg. Bring it up and over the left leg. Now take the left arm. Hook around the right leg. Now look over your right shoulder. See if you can have both sits bones on the mat. And inhale deeply, retain the breath, visualize the posture. And release. Okay, good. Now we're going to do Shavasana. So we're going to come down into corpse pose like so. We're going to do the exact same practice of inhaling, holding the breath, visualizing the posture, and then on the out breath, you visualize the breath draining from the limbs into the central part of the body and then out the nose and the mouth. We're going to do this maybe 5 or 6 times in this posture. So this posture is the second posture that we do it multiple times, the breath. Okay, here we go. Inhale deeply. Feel the breath in the body and hold the breath, visualizing the posture. Exhale when you're ready. And so repeat this another 5 or 6 times. I'll let you know when we're going to move on to the next posture. Okay, good. We'll come out of that. And now come up into staff. And we're going to do an incline plane like so. So the hands come about 6 inches behind the buttocks. And now we're going to bring up the hips like so. And we're going to let the head drape back if the neck is healthy. Once you're in that position, inhale deeply, hold the breath, hold the posture, visualize the posture. Okay, go ahead. Exhale, come out of the posture. Okay, good. Now we're going to meditate for just 1 minute. See if you can notice the effects of the yoga. Okay, good. Let's see. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over the Tibetan moon yoga sequence one more time. Firstly, before we go on, are there any questions about how to do the Tibetan sequence? I know it's pretty weird. Okay, all right. So we start out in the standing posture. We're going to inhale the arms up like so. Now retain the breath, forward fold, come onto the balls of the feet. You're looking for that bounce and you're retaining the breath. And exhale, catch your breath. Inhale, the arms up. Retain the breath, fold forward. Onto the balls of the feet, looking for that bounce. Exhale, catching your breath, straightening up. Inhale again. Forward fold. Retain the breath. Exhale. One last time. Inhale the arms up. Forward fold, retain the breath, onto the balls of the feet, visualizing the posture. Now exhale, come down to the mat, laying down like so. Now we've had the hands under the shoulders. We're going to come up into Cobra, and you just use your posterior muscles. You're not using your arms. Inhale, retain the breath, visualize the posture. Exhale, put the head on the mat and rest. Okay, bring the arms alongside the body like so. Now extend the thighs out of the hips and then bring up the legs like so. Once you're in the posture, retain the breath, visualize the posture, let the head rest on the mat. And exhale, release. Just rest for a minute. Now bend the knees. Grab the ankles. Okay, then we're going to come up into bow by kicking out the legs. As usual, inhale deeply, retain the breath, visualize the posture. And release. Okay, good. Now pushing up into camel. So you're coming up into a kneeling posture. Curl the toes under like so. Catch your breath. Inhale the arms up like so. Grab the ankles. Let the head lean back. If the neck is healthy, inhale deeply, retain the breath, visualize the posture. Exhale and release. Okay, good. Now come down onto your back. Bring up the legs like so. Grab yourself by the kidneys. Let the legs drape over. This is plow pose. Do not turn your head side to side. Do not turn your head side to side in shoulder stand either. Okay, now, once you're in the posture, inhale deeply. Retain the breath. Visualize the posture. And release. Now come up into shoulder stand. Same routine. Inhale, retain, visualize the posture. And release, and come down carefully to the mat. Okay, good. Just rest. Now, bring your arms alongside the body, preparing for fish pose. Grab the thighs. Now, bear the elbows down into the mat like so. And then the head drapes back if the neck is healthy. Inhale deeply, retain the breath. Visualize the posture. Exhale, bring the head up, look at the feet, roll out gently. Now come up into staff, like so. Inhale the arms up. Forward fold, retain the breath, visualize the posture. And release. Pick up the right leg like so. Let it fold down to the ground like so. Now pick up the left leg, bring it over the right like so. You can also straighten this right leg. It's a little bit easier if you do it that way. Take the right arm, hook the left leg, hug the left leg into the body, look over your left shoulder, inhale deeply, retain the breath, visualize the posture. And release. Back into staff. Now pick up the left leg like so. Bring it down to the mat. Pick up the right leg like so. Bring it over the left. Again, you have the same option of straightening the left leg. take the left arm and hook around the right. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale deeply, retain the breath, visualize the posture. And exhale, release. Okay, good. Now we're going to do Shavasana one more time. So gonna come down to corpse pose. We're going to inhale deeply, retain the breath, visualize the posture, feel the breath in the whole body, and then when you exhale, you feel how it leaves the extremities into the torso and then out the head, out the mouth and the nose, and then repeat that 4, 5, 6 times. I'll let you know when we're done. So again, inhale deeply, retain the breath, visualize the posture, exhale, feeling it all escape slowly, draining out from the body. Okay, good. Now for the last posture. So come up into staff, bring the hands behind the buttocks about 6 inches. Then bring the hips up like so. Let the head drape back if the neck is healthy. Inhale deeply, hold the breath, visualize the posture. And exhale. And now again, we're going to come into a meditation posture for 1 minute. Just meditate, do whatever practice you want for 1 minute. Okay, good. Letting that go.